sucesso de fim de semana.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Ashley, and in today's video we are going to Anime Boston. So I am really excited to bring y'all along with me to Anime Boston, as this is my first con. You heard that right. This is my first con. So I'm really excited to see the panels, view some really awesome cosplay, and just to have a good time and vibe out. I don't really know what to expect, but I'm hoping I have a fun weekend. So without further ado, grab a snack, get comfy, and let's get right into it.
This is line for registration and badge pickup. You already have your badge. Yeah. When you're picking up your badge, you can go on in.
Okay, so I got it. So this is mad cute, y'all, honestly. Like, what is the elevator? Okay, so first stop was food. You cannot conquer any con on an empty stomach. You're just not gonna have fun. So of course our first stop was food.
Oh, yeah, it's us. Okay, so right now our food is coming. I'm so excited. We got Shake Shack as we sit here and try to decide what we're going to be doing for our rest of our day. Thank you.
Love it. Enjoy.
Thank you. Ooh, so I can't really tell y'all the last time I had Shake Shack. This is so good. I had to take the glasses off because I need to concentrate while I eat. I need to see exactly what I'm eating. We got spicy cheese fries, some cherry limeade, and an avocado bacon burger. Okay.
Anime Boston was so much fun. I am honestly still recovering from all that walking, chaotic joy, and just a little bit of overstimulation. Like, there is so much to unpack here, but let's get into it.
Water and body armor.
Good man, right here. Listen good.
So originally I wanted to go to the 3D print masterclass, but it was completely jam-packed. And it was a ticketed event. I had no idea that it was a ticketed event because it wasn't even listed as such. However, I did end up going with my sorority sister and attending the Insomniacs vampirism event. And it honestly was really good because I actually am a fan fave of vampires. However, it was more so kind of just like a sit down talk panel where a YouTuber was, I don't have her name, I feel so bad, but she's a pretty established YouTuber that specifically focuses on anime, and she was talking about different types of vampires, and she broke it down between like what makes a vampire. And I think the biggest takeaways from that was blood sucking and maybe the inability to walk in the daytime. However, the ability to walk in the daytime has, you know, surpassed in some times, because as you can see in some movies and some animes and other things, vampires are able to walk in the daytime. So the main component is the blood sucking factor. So since we're talking about vampires and there wasn't really much I can show for this panel, let me put y'all on to a couple of my favorite animes that are kind of like my all-time favorites. No, they're not really specific to vampirism. However, I still think it's worth the share. I know this is super cliche, but we have the Avatar, the last Airbender, not Korra. Korra is okay, but I got my opinions on her. What I will say, because I feel like a lot of folks have seen this one, is to, if you've seen it, specifically as a kid, watch it again as an adult. There is so much to unpack. I don't think I absolutely did not catch that when I was a kid. You know, I'm thinking, oh, this is fun, this is cool. And I watched it, but watching it as an adult makes you realize there's a lot of value and hidden message within Avatar. And I think a lot of folks can learn certain things from that anime. I think it's an absolute masterpiece, but hey, I might be a little biased. We have Legend of Ragnarok. So imagine gods versus humans in a deadly tournament to be able to decide the fate of mankind. Well, this is exactly that. And it gets pretty intense with the battles and the background stories behind them. Some of the humans, I shall say, that they choose to go against gods is Adam. You have Jack the Ripper. You have people throughout history. It's almost like legendary that these battles are happening. So the next panel I went to was called Your Anime Did Not Make Itself, which was super intriguing. It was so interesting. I honestly was hoping that it would have been a little bit more interactive, but it was more so just somebody sitting there talking and kind of just like clicking a button on a screen. However, it was pretty insightful because you had really gotten insight information on the production of anime, how it was created from start to finish, meaning from sketch to actual production. So we learned about the software that they use. One thing I will say is I give a lot of respect to animators, because I learned that to be able to get that sketch and pretty much make it an animation takes about 1,500 sketches. 1,500 sketches. Yeah, you heard that right. Imagine how much drawing that is. Much respect to animators for sure. All right, so right now I have to take a little intermission because my feet hurt so bad. So I sat down, drank some Dunkin', and then I had to make a little pit stop at Sephora. Okay, because I didn't get to show y'all the outfit of the day, but this is what we're wearing. Next, I attended a game show. This was absolutely phenomenal. I love how these individuals, one, not only had the confidence to come up and, you know, act out in front of like a huge crowd, but they also really embodied these characters. Like, I seen these characters come to life on stage, and they did a great job. So, hand claps to them. Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so it's been very busy today, but I just wanted to catch this backdrop because this backdrop is actually amazing. It looks super realistic, and I just had to share this with y'all. Look at this. So all I ate today was literally Shake Shack for breakfast. I know, outrageous. And then I went and I got a donut and a drink for lunch. So now I really need to take the time to actually fuel up and get some real food. My feet are hurting, so now it's time to kick back, relax, and get into the tea. So pretty much I have compiled a list of my takeaways from Anime Boston, and this is the best advice that I can give to you. So one thing I will say is to remember to take breaks. There is so much jam-packed into Anime Boston where there is so much to do. It can honestly become overstimulating. Like, I only went for one day and I was stressed. I was like, I just need a break. Like, I was overstimulated. I didn't want to be around people. I just needed some time to decompress. So I think remembering to take those breaks and kind of just recoup and get yourself back together. Next, I'm going to say wear comfortable shoes. I'm not gonna lie, I wore sneakers, but I wore my Balenciagas and my feet were on fire. Like, when I say on fire, they hurt so bad. Like, I was in sneakers. So make sure you're wearing comfortable shoes. Props to the folks that were wearing heels and platform shoes, because I would not have made it. I would have been crying. Like, I would have been crying. So yeah, they're comfortable shoes. One other thing I had to realize was you're not going to make it to everything. There were some things I wanted to do so badly, and it was a combination of things. Either one, my feet really hurt so I couldn't go, or two, the lines were so long to get in that you didn't get in. So one thing I will say is that if that's an event that you really want to go to, make sure you get there between 15 to 30 minutes early, because I'm not gonna lie, by the time I got there, I think I was at least 30 minutes early for one of the events, and there was already a line of people sitting outside the door waiting to get in. So they do not play. So make sure you come prepared and ready to attend these events, because you will miss out on a lot. Next, I will say make sure you eat and you hydrate. That is so important, because I feel like you're so caught up having fun that you forget to eat and drink. So make sure that you are actively carving out time to do those things, because you are going to be in bad shape by the end of the night when things dial down and you realize, dang, I did not eat anything. So make sure you eat, make sure you drink, especially hydrate, because you're doing a lot of movement. Next, I will say, like, if you want to take any pictures or videos of anything or anyone, make sure you ask for consent. All the photos and stuff that I have in my video, I asked for consent. Like, I asked, oh hey, can I take a picture, or can I record this, or whatever the case may be. There are certain signs throughout the con that state no flash photography, no recording, stuff like that. Whereas for the most part, you are okay to take pictures and record. But I'm saying if you're specifically taking a picture of someone's work or someone, I would say ask. Okay, like, you don't want to just like, no, we're not doing that. Okay, no. And lastly, have fun. This has been such a great event. I was a little hesitant at first because I had a really rough week at work. So I was just like, I don't think I'm gonna go. I think I'm just gonna skip this out. But I'm actually really glad that I went, because it took my mind off everything that I was super upset about. So honestly, take the time to have fun and be present. Engage and really take the time to enjoy yourself. This is an event where you're literally moving around, interacting, volunteering, doing all types of different things. Take the time to actually be present and know what's around you. I've had various conversations with people throughout the con. It was so much fun. Like, I had this one conversation, it was so funny because I had some shades on and somebody stopped me and was like, oh my gosh, are you this, that, and the third person? I was so confused because my shirt definitely says Avatar. So I don't know, but I was just like, yeah, I don't know who that is, but I just got these glasses because they were cute, and that sparked such a great conversation. And it could be as little as that. But that is all that I have for you today. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.